All right, everybody. Season 3 with your Boston Bruins. No Jeremy Swayman. I think I sent him a contract offer. We start off this season against Montreal without Carey Price. Will this be Patrice Bergeron's last season at 38 years old? Time will tell. Let's see how this year goes. We beat Montreal 6-2. Why are we Boston? Why wouldn't we be? We shut out Columbus. And we shut out Ottawa. You sure you don't want to come crawling back, Sway? You sure? You positive? Because Allmark's crushing it right now. Nope, he still hasn't lowered his asking price. What a dickhead. What a dickhead. Let's go 295. I love you, Sway, but you are proving to be difficult here. You are proving to be difficult. We might have to look at potential trade options. We lose our first game of the season against Minnesota. Sway rejects again. Just for shits and gigs. What would an offer be for Swayman? What would an offer be for Swayman? Matt Zuccarello, a second and a sixth. Well, okay, he's got me by the balls. He's got me by the balls here. There is no market for him. That is not what I wanted to see. What about 1 year, $3 million? 1 year, $3 million, Sway. I mean, David Tendick is probably starting tomorrow against Carolina. Nathan McKinnon of Carolina. Jake DeBrusk injures his groin. Ow, my groin, he said. Fucking, yeah. Third line forward, Derek Forbert. Fuck it. The block was open, yes. I think it was hit left bumper and it's open, so yes. David Tendick gets his first NHL start against Carolina and he wins it. Swayman. Swayman, you're blowing it here, bud. I'm just going to let Derek Forbert play on the third line. Who cares? We sim against Colorado, the battle of 5-1s. They win it. Sway rejects again. All right, Sway, I'll talk to you next month. I'll talk to you next month. Which is like in 2 days, but still, I'll talk to you next month. Allmark kind of falling off from that hot start. Dude, Calgary, why do you suck? Why do you suck, though? All right, cool. DeBrusk is healthy. Connor McDavid's so gross, though, man. He's so gross. All right, Tendick is in. It is the 1st of November. We have a month to figure out something with Jeremy Swayman. I could just pay him. But at the same time, have you considered that I might need that cap hit? I might need that extra bit of money at the deadline to help us really go for it, Sway. As Tendick beats Buffalo. We play Toronto. We'll start Tendick again. He loses. And Jeremy Swayman finally signs. He finally signs. He kind of left it. He kind of left it there. Tendick is on waivers. He clears. Swayman is back. Swayman is back. Finally. Finally we come to terms with our goalie. We'll have Tendick and Bussy in the system. Should set them up pretty damn well. Let's go then. Jeremy Swayman gets his first start of the season on home ice against New Jersey, and we lose 3-0. Yeah. What about against Ottawa? What about against Ottawa? Back-to-back losses for Swayman to start his season. Not ideal. Nice .872 save percentage, and Allmark can come right back. That is frankly brutal. We'll go best lines in the AHL. I want to make sure our top players are in. It's just Mantikivi that we got to worry about. Take out Radulov for him. And then defense was where we were seeing some changes. Green out for Callahan. There we go. And hell of a save by Markstrom there. Philadelphia. Patrice Bergeron injures his groin. Not ideal. Not ideal. Well, hello, Mr. Sim for the win. Let's go with Mark McLaughlin rather than John Beecher. Just because I don't really want to disrupt John Beecher's chemistry. So old Mac McLaughlin will get an opportunity on some power play lines, I believe. Oh, damn it, he was on the team. I don't know, man. I don't know. Put Mantakivi there. Put Radulov there. Screw it. Joe, what's happening? All right, Ullmark loses in that game to Philadelphia. Strong start at 5-1. We're down to 6-6-1. And we're just going to keep losing hockey games here. Not great. Not great. And again, it's subpar goaltending that's letting us down. Which is why I do not like to spend money on goaltending in this game, because why the hell would you? Swap everybody back. McLaughlin out for Bergeron. Swayman has 1 win in his first 4 appearances. I believe that win just happened. Gets another one. Pasta has 15 goals in 17 games. Victor Berglund out for the rest of the week with a minor concussion. Back that fast. We call that a Sidney Crosby concussion. And Patrice Bergeron gets hurt again. Shit. Bergeron is kind of hitting the point where he can't stay healthy. And that's a pretty big concern. Victor Berglund is back. We'll take out Derek Forbert for him. We play Arizona again. And we beat them twice in a shootout. So December 1st, we are up into a playoff spot. 13 wins out of 21. That's not bad. Probably still too early to take a look at what's happening around the league, but we'll at least look at the top scorers. That's about it. That's about it. The Martin-St. Louis connection is off the shelf. Off the shelf, off the charts. Onto the shelf. How the hell did I say the word shelf? Your top shelf on the shooting chance I just saw? I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. Shout out to Cole Caulfield. We play Detroit. Charlie McAvoy apparently got hurt. And we lost 5-2. Damn it. Damn it. You mean top line center Mark McLaughlin isn't working? Bergeron's durability, by the way, is a 66 at this stage. So the injuries do make some sense as we lose back-to-back games. Bergie is healthy. Thank God. Thank God. I mean, neither goalie is really setting the world on fire here. We'll turn to Sway against Tampa. Jason Demers got hurt in Providence. We do get a win, barely. Go to Sway again here against Buffalo. It's another win. Buffalo not doing too hot this season, are they? No, they're in dead last. Another victory. 8 wins in our last 10. Pasta not quite going for the Danny Heatley 50. He's working on it, though. We're on another good run here. We are proving to be a very... Look at this. We are proving to be a very streaky team. Which can be a good thing, but can also be a bad thing. Winning streak finally ends, but we're up to 20-10-1. We're going to give Ullmark the next 2 games, because it's been a while since he's played. Pasternak, by the way, back up to 31-31. Ridiculous. Swayman only has a 902 in that time, by the way. McLaughlin was asked about. Has 2 points and is a -5 in 6 games. GG's. GG's. We are almost to the end of the month. January 1st, we'll take a look at some stats again. And Allmark disappoints by losing both of his games. Pittsburgh. We do get a win. Pittsburgh again. We get a win again. Beautiful. And whoops, well, January 3rd. As of January 3rd, we are 23-12-1, currently in 3rd place in the Atlantic Division, which is beautiful. At least we have recovered enough just shy of the midway point of the season to be in this position that we're in. The Metro right now is New Jersey, the Rangers, Caps, and Blue Jackets. The Penguins are abysmal. Pacific is Vegas, Calgary, and Anaheim. As the top 3 in the Central is Nashville, St. Louis, Arizona, Winnipeg, and Colorado, currently in the wildcard spots. We are the 7th best team in the NHL. And in terms of goals per game, we have a top 4 offense in the league. We would be the best team easily if we could get save. Need save. Let's see. Bergeron, 26-30, is down to an 84. 25-36 for Oscar Steen. 16-36 for Coyle. And 8 points so far this year for Trevor Kuntar. You only got 5 for Trent Frederick. He takes a lot of fucking penalties. Marchand with 40 points. 26 for Hall. 22 for Kopp. 17 for DeBrusk. And on that right-hand side, Pasta, 34-36 with 48 points. Smith doing well. Keegan Colasar also doing pretty well. 11 points in 36 games. McAvoy's been great. Riley's been pretty solid. Carlo's been pretty damn good, too. We've looked okay. We've looked pretty good. Except for the goaltending, which has been meh. Hasn't been brutal. Swayman, though, is 16-4-1. Has pretty pedestrian numbers, but has just an unbelievable record at this stage. In terms of the numbers around the league, Kucherov leading the way for forwards with 53 points in 38 games. You got McDavid over 50, or at 50. Pasta, Kaprizov, Ovi, Draisaitl, Caulfield, Robertson, and Stamkos. Pasta, Kucherov, and Forsberg, the 3 to have over 30 goals so far this year. In terms of defense, I'm pretty sure we're on medium scoring high shots. Carlson's insane. Fox, Yossi, Makar, all at least 40 points. Obviously, Carlson and Hamilton will probably hit 30 goals. In terms of the goalies, the winningest is Shesterkin. Shutout leader is Sorokin. And shout out to Semyon Varlamov. It's Mikko Koskinen leading the way in save percentage right now. You'll love to see it. Rookie race, Dante Delmas. Yeah, he's already gone up 2 overall points. He's going to win Rookie of the Year. Sorry to Dylan Genther, Matt Savoy, Thomas Bordlow, Connor Bedard, but this computer-generated freak is going to win the Calder. Let's keep it going. Let's also hope that Patrice Bergeron can stay healthy, huh? That'd be pretty nice. Swap goalies here. We'll give Allmark 2 games in a row heading into the back-to-back. We got Detroit, and we lose. We have New York, and we lose. Allmark is tragic. How much longer do I have to put up? God, he's still got another year on his deal. I might buy out that last year. I am heavily considering buying out the last year of his contract. It's very obvious Swayman's our guy, but he is going to attempt contractual murder. Unfortunately. Like, he is going to rake us over the coals for every penny he can get. And we're gonna have to pay him. Even though goalies are voodoo in this game, I can't let him go for nothing. Back-to-back wins for Allmark. I don't even remember the last time you won a game, let alone got back-to-back wins. Good for you, Linus. Good for you. We only have 1 shutout, by the way, as a team this year. That's brutal. That is brutal. a win over Vancouver. Pasta will not hit 50 and 50, but a respectable race. No goal in that loss to the Rangers. We play the Sharks. No goal again for Pasta. We lose back-to-back games. So yeah, no goals for David Pastrnak means we're probably going to lose. We got Vancouver again to end January. And we win it 4-0. Finally getting another shutout. So Pasta does hit 41 goals in 48 games. If he hits 50, I will buy Endo a Bugatti. If he hits 50, Endo's getting a Bugatti. There you go. There's my Mr. Beast impression. Fucking hell. Oh, man. Let's see how fucked up this game really is, huh? Let's see. Playoff situation again. I mean, well, we just actually kind of looked. Deadline's not until March. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Also, AHL. AHL. Let's get, see. Tendek has 41 games in the AHL. Let's get Bussy some games here now. Let's get Bussy some games. 1 goal for Pastrnak in a loss to LA. He would need 8 goals against Winnipeg. He scored 1. 43 and 50 for David Pastrnak. A Danny Heatley-esque performance. Beautiful. Swayman, come on back in. If he wasn't injured in my franchise, he probably would have gotten 79 goals. That's Bugatti pace right there. Crazy thing is, though, man, we have a great record and we're only a wild card team. We have a great record and we are only a wild card team. We lose to Montreal. We lose to Dallas. Back-to-back losses, man. Not great. Sway, get back in there. Get back in there, Sway. Prove it's your crease. Trevor Kuntar out with a mild concussion for a couple of days. We'll swap goalies again here. We'll give Allmark the 2 in a row. Vegas. Charlie McAvoy injures his foot. He'll be out for about a week. And against the Kings again, Kuntar is healthy. And a loss on my birthday, no less. And now we head to Calgary. Alright, let's get Trevor Kuntar back in there. And then down in the AHL really quickly, let's just go best lines. Except for the AHL goaltending. Calgary. We win 6-3. We got 1 more game this month. We are rapidly approaching the trade deadline as we beat the Ducks. The deadline is 5 days away. We sit at 35-20-4. Pretty damn good record. Good for 3rd in the division. Which is kind of ridiculous that it's only 3rd. I don't understand how it's only 3rd, but you know, we do what we got to do. Detroit, Tampa, and Toronto currently in playoff spots. All the other teams are pretty far behind. In the Metro, Rangers, Devils, Caps, and Blue Jackets. Islanders are kind of falling out of it. The entire state of Pennsylvania. The entire state of Pennsylvania. Just in the mud. In the Pacific, Vegas, Calgary, and Edmonton. The other teams falling back. San Jose, LA, Seattle, definitely out of it. Seattle has a great team, too. At least for forwards. Central is Arizona, Nashville, Chicago. That's still by far the closest division in the league. As we still sit 7th in the NHL. In terms of points, Pasta leading the way. 80 points, 51 goals in 59 games. You got Marchand up there. Bergeron's been great. Taylor Hall's been pretty damn good. Steen and Kopp. I'm honestly, for the most part, pretty happy. Still a little bit worried about Jake DeBrusk, man, as a 3rd liner, though. I'm a little bit worried, but for the most part, we're not looking that bad. Defensively, McAvoy, Riley, Grizzly, we're looking good. We're looking pretty good. And then Swayman and Allmark both doing pretty good at this point, too. Both shutouts for Linus Allmark. Oh, man, the only question is if there's somebody available Do we go for it? If there's somebody available at the deadline, do we go for it? And it might be in our best interest to explore some contract negotiations. Kucherov, McDavid, Pasternak all destroying the league. Kaprizov, Zibanejad, Draisaitl, Robinson, Marchand, Fiala also up there. Goal-scoring-wise, Kucherov and Pasta have both hit 50. Defensively, yeah, I mean, Adam Fox is, again, he, Yossi, Carlson, Makar, like these guys are just, they put up freakish numbers. There's not too much you can do about it. That's what happens when you rate defensemen properly under EA system. It breaks their own system. Winningest goalie is still Shesterkin. He doesn't have a shutout. Sorokin and Blackwood each have 8. And save percentage-wise, it is Mikko Koskinen, who is on pace to win the Vezina. And Delmas has some competition for the Calder with Matthew Savoy and Connor Bedard. Wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't at this stage. So quickly here then, before we head into the deadline, contracts. Riley's up, Bergeron's up, Grzelcyk, Steen, DeBrusk, and we know Swayman's deal's up. He'll be an RFA. Swayman wants $7 million for only 2 years. He is not wanting to sign a long-term deal with us at all. We gotta wait. We have to wait. We're gonna have to qualify him and make sure we're in control. David Tendek will probably let go of at the end of the year. I mean, we can decide that later. Mike Riley does not want to come back. Mike Riley at this stage will be leaving at the end of the year, and so will Matt Grzelcyk. Grizz wants a raise anyway, up to 5.8. And Riley wants a raise up to 6. We do have defensemen in the system. Mason Lohrei is there. So I'm not totally afraid of that. But Mason doesn't want to come back, but he's an RFA. Actually, he does want to come back. That was the waiver one, sorry. So Riley and Grzelcyk both want out at the end of the year. And obviously Nemec is also a lefty. So we're fine. Those two can leave. We have Nemec, we have Lohrei. So I'm not afraid to hold on to these two for a cup run this year and just let them walk. But we can explore potentially trading them. Kolesar has been a really good fourth line right wing for us this year. Okay, maybe not really good, but 14 points is certainly more than I would have thought. His shooting percentage is high, though. I'm tempted to reward him with a new contract now, but we'll see. I'm very tempted to hand him a new deal, though. Because he has a minor league... You know what, Keegan? You've deserved that. I'm going to send you an offer now. Jake DeBrusk is willing to come back. And is willing to take a pay cut to do it. If he accepts 275, I think we'd be dumb not to do it. But then again, man, he's not asking for that much. He's just super well-rounded, but man, he just can't put up the points. And then center-wise, Bergeron willing to come back. We'll go 1 year, $6 million for Bergie. And see if he'll sign that extension. He might retire. Oscar Steen's an RFA. Unsurprisingly, he is going to want to get paid. But we will have contract control with him being an RFA. John Beecher's an RFA as well. So I'd say the big question right now is Jake DeBrusk. Are we willing to pay Jake $2 million? If Jake accepts 275, I think I'm okay with that. So we'll see what happens here in a minute. Bergeron, DeBrusk, Kolesar getting offers, and then Grzelcyk and Riley. There might be a move. There might be a move to make there. I agree, the Steen contract isn't that bad. I just think we can get a better deal. I do think we can get a better deal for us, a more team-friendly deal, but we'll see.